ESPN brothers, my brothers outside of that, you know I love all y'all dearly, but I tweeted that for y'all. You got a problem with it?
I do have a problem with it, Kendrick Perkins, but that is not on the top of my priority list because I don't think there's any credibility to that argument. LeBron is number 2 all time. MJ is number 1, period. 6-0 in the NBA Finals, 6 NBA Finals MVPs, along with a resume that's just impeccable. I'm not going to get into that because I got bigger fish to fry. We know what I've got you here for because James Harden got traded to the Brooklyn Nets. What was your immediate reaction when you saw that? I need you to give it to me what you thought about the Brooklyn Nets once you heard Harden had arrived there.
Well, the first thing I thought is that the Brooklyn Nets needed some type of insurance. So they called Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and said, you know what, give us James Harden because we don't know what the hell is going on with Kyrie Irving. That's the first thing I thought. Kyrie Irving was part of this, and this is why James Harden is with the Brooklyn Nets right now, and the trade happened so fast because of what he's doing right now, and he's unpredictable. Now, I will say this. I am happy for James Harden. Am I happy how he went about things in Houston? No, absolutely not. But I'm happy that my brother could get back with Kevin Durant because I'm going to give you a small story, Stephen A.
Okay.
You remember when KD came up for free agency, okay? James Harden wanted Kevin Durant in Houston.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant chose to go to Golden State. That messed up their relationship for a small period of time. And I think it's a beautiful thing now that these two guys are back together because time healed wounds, but now they could get back together and win a championship and get that strong relationship back like they had before that happened.
Real quick, then with all of that being said, why do you have the Philadelphia 76ers being the team that you got coming out of the East instead of KD with Kyrie and now James Harden? Explain yourself there, big boy.
Well, because first of all, Joel Embiid is playing like an MVP. And right now, if I had to pick one today, he's the MVP. Yes, over Braun. Yes, over Giannis. Yes, over Kevin Durant. And when I look at the makeup of this Philadelphia 76ers team, it's nothing that they're lacking. They have shooting. They have an MVP candidate. They have a Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Ben Simmons. And they have a guy by the name of Shake Milton who's coming off the bench who could arguably win Sixth Man of the Year this year alongside Dwight Howard coming in, Mike Scott. They're deep. They're well coached, and overall, they have chemistry, and they look like a family finally. This is why I'm looking at the Philadelphia set. What? What's wrong?
In the first month of the season. Look, man, I'm running out of time. I will deal with you later on this. There's a couple of things that you said that are highly questionable. This will not be your only appearance in Stephen A's world because you got a whole bunch of things to explain, Kendrick Perkins. I'll be dealing with you later.
I got a condo in the world.
No, you renting. You are renting right now instead of ownership because of the blasphemy coming out of your mouth. We will deal with this another time, Kendrick. We will deal with this another time. I'm not giving you ownership in here. I'm not doing it. Take it easy, big boy. Take it easy.
No.
On January 17th, 2021, the 2 oldest living human beings on planet Earth will battle for the opportunity to play in the NFC Championship, which will probably be in Green Bay against that nice young man, Aaron Rodgers. But for now, it's Great-Grandpa Drew and the New Orleans Saints versus the Big Bang himself, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Time now for Bet On It. In this segment, we welcome Joe Fortenbaugh, sports betting expert from Las Vegas. He tells me what games he's betting on and tries to sell me on taking his side. I'll either decide to bet on it or not. Last week in rehearsals, Joe went 2-1. First up, Joe, let's get right to it. You like Drew Brees and New Orleans as 3-point favorites in this primetime matchup with Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Sunday. Why should I pick against the GOAT?
New Orleans opened as a 4-point favorite. It was bet down to 3, so I'm going against the line move here. Reason number 1 is the eye test, Stephen A. I've seen this game twice this season. And in both instances, the Saints didn't just win, they pulverized the Buccaneers. They led 24-7 in game 1, and they won 38-3 in game number 2. Alvin Kamara is getting healthy. You've got Michael Thomas getting healthy. And this Tampa Bay team has played 6 regular season games this season against teams that made the playoffs. In those 6 games, they went 1-5. When these guys step up in class, they don't show up. I'm going to lay it with the Saints.
You don't like Tom Brady, do you? You don't like Tom Brady. That's what this is about, Joe? Because come on now. You got Antonio Brown. You got Chris Godwin. You got Mike Evans, Gronk and the crew. I mean, Ronald Jones will probably play in this game. You got Leonard Fournette. I mean,
weekend. Think about that.
I'm sitting here pausing because I don't know of any human being that has convinced me to side with them 2 times in a row. But you've done that today. I'm going to flow with you, Joe. I'm going to flow with you. I'm shot, but I'm going to do it because I can't argue with it. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, them being able to run the football effectively, Baker Mayfield not turning the football over, this hiatus, 2 weeks off that Kansas City had, I think they're going to be a little bit rusty. You might be right. They won't win the game, but you might be right. I might have to take them with the points. You can see Joe on Daily Wager weekdays on ESPN2 and on Bet, ESPN's live streaming sports betting show, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern on the ESPN app, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Joe, I appreciate it. Congratulations. This will not happen again, Joe. You will not convince me to side with you 2 times in a row. It won't happen.
We'll see about that. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. Welcome to Stephen A's World, coming to you live from the Seaport District, NY.